Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm excited for this one. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter, so I need to get through some context before I show the footage. Really quickly, I have been a career firefighter for 10 years. When you graduate the fire academy, you're assigned to a station, and it can be pretty typical for you to bounce around a couple of stations. Sometimes you can be in the department for years and years, and there'd be stations you've never visited or worked at. I work for a really big department. So on this particular day, one station needed to go out and do training, and they needed a fill-in. So because my station houses two engines, we were able to go and fill in for them. This is a really old station we were heading to. I haven't been there in over 7 or 8 years, and when I was there, I was so busy on the medic that I didn't even get a chance to tour it properly. So when we get there, my captain's looking around. He goes down into the basement, and he sees a Nintendo, and he calls me down because everyone in the department knows that I really like this stuff. And before I roll the footage, a little bit of context. I did get a hold of the guy. His name was on the back of one of the cartridges. And I asked him what the story was, and says, I was at that station for a long time, and when I found it in my parents' basement, I just brought it to the station thinking someone might want to play it. So it just lives there. Nobody does play it because I can tell from the layer of dust and dirt that it's just kind of sitting there. I offered to him if he wanted me to clean it and repair it so that it can at least, be used properly if somebody wants to play it. And if anything, he can. I offered to buy it so that it can stay in my collection, and it just won't be forgotten. But regardless, something's going to happen with it, and I'll keep you guys updated. But a pretty cool story. So let me roll the footage for it, and we'll touch base after that. Somehow I'm always out of gas when I need to make these trips to get video games. All right, here's everything we picked up. Excuse the rain, guys. I'll try and talk loud so you can hear me over it. We got an N64, a couple games, Game Boy SP. I really like this color. Pokemon, PS2, couple 360 games, controllers, original Xbox. This whole crate is full of cables and some more controllers. The couple says they definitely have more things. They just got to dig out. They only wanted $20 for everything, and I felt that was way too low. So I definitely paid up for them, especially because I really want these two things. You know me, I try not to rip people off. I know people like to say that, you can do your own research. It's on them. I don't roll that way. So this is our pickup from this trip. All right, so I've got a fresh battery in, moment of truth. And she works. Pokemon game 2, sweet. All right, so now I got the game and I can complete the box. All right, now we've cleaned up the N64. Let's just test it out. There we go. Cool. So here's pretty much a recap of everything I got over the weekend. Showed you guys the stuff in the trunk. I did get this huge Atari pickup. I might keep some of these. I don't really collect Atari, but just a lot of cool titles. I thought this was really neat. Spider-Man. I got a lot more Wii games. This whole box is filled with Wii games. Nothing too crazy. Some DS stuff. Some Switch titles. I'm not going to go through every single game because it's stuff that you guys really aren't interested in. And I also got a ton of PS2 stuff. I mean, this whole box, again, is filled with PS2. Nothing too noticeable. Notable. But nonetheless, still kind of neat to have. There is one game in here that I might keep that I really like. Small Soldiers for PlayStation. This movie was so awesome, and I didn't have this game as a kid, but that'd be something cool to go back and play. And got some 2 PS2s and this neat little Game Gear bundle. Double Dragon, Game Gear. I can't wait to play this. All the manuals in here. All the manuals are in here from a huge Game Gear lot. These are Sonic 2, and I think it's Sonic Chaos, Sonic Spinball, Aladdin. There's a couple more that I've already put in my collection. And this is kind of neat here. This is a Game Gear set, like a travel case. Let me get it open here. Let me show you. It's always neat to see people that kept the pamphlets and instructions and things like that. Sega Super Y Gear. Yeah, pretty neat. All right.